welcome to the stream. I'm Rotten Reman. I'm a salaryman and Fudanshi. I'm sorry it's late this time. I was sad. I got off work and was sad. What can I say? I'm here with Hat Kirby, and we are new men because we've standed in the shadow of the moon.
Everything's different now.
Like, I kind of feel that way.
No, I mean, like, listen, I'll get into it. I really think that it changed me.
Yeah. Like that episode of How I Met Your Mother.
That was in a different way than that, but yeah.
Yeah, so we went on a little road trip so we could go see the total eclipse. Because I haven't seen any eclipse before, and Kirby hadn't seen a full one before, and it's otherworldly. Like it's really nothing like seeing it in the pictures or anything. Like experiencing it, it feels like being on a different planet.
Like, yeah, like it's the whole experience, plus like the pictures are really cool, but the sun, like, it doesn't look like that. Like, when you're actually there looking at it, it does not look like the pictures.
No. Yeah, it's like weird because it's like brighter.
Yeah.
It's like much brighter than, like, the eclipse is actually like where it's like cold, like where it is dark, don't get me wrong. Like it's crazy how like quickly it gets dark and cold, but like in terms of like the corona is like so much bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah.
It's like so much bigger and brighter than I thought it was.
It's because it's like it's still the sun. It's still the brightest thing we have to look at, right? And just because like the main part of the sun is like being blocked out, like the corona is still extremely bright.
Yeah.
And it's got all the colors in it, right? It's like white light, so it's got all the colors in it.
Yeah.
And it's like it's like indescribable, really. Like I mean, I definitely heard before, like, that's something you gotta see before, like, on your bucket list, right? Just 'cause
Did you hear this from the witness?
Well, I did hear Brian Moriarty say it several hundred times, but it's just, like, now I understand, like, it's not just talk, it really is something that, like, has to be experienced.
Yeah, and like also something that pictures don't capture is like how the like where it's not just like looking up at the like sun and the corona, although that like is crazy. It's like the whole world like feels different. Like where like the color scheme of Earth is different.
Yeah.
Like it's like where like blues are a lot like lower saturation and then reds are like way higher saturation, so it just like again it's just like the whole world is a different like color scheme. And then also the thing is like where like where the birds started screaming, like bats flew out, like there were bats, like
street lights turned on.
Yeah, like it was so wild. Like
when totality hit, there was like this huge cheer. You could hear like people cheering we were in like a private little area, but like I think that in like a park nearby there were tons of people, and you could just hear this huge cheer, and like you felt grounded in it.
Yeah, like I remember one of our friends, we were just like walking around, like because we went out of town to see the eclipse, and we were just walking around the like area that we were staying in, and like where like obviously there were other people who were like there to see the eclipse, and our friend was like, yeah, like we all have like a connection to like these people, like we're all here for like the same reason, and like where like he was like, I just like don't like I don't think like I felt that way before, where I feel like oh yeah, everyone in this town, we're all here, like we're all gonna do this like shared thing. And like yeah, like it's like why does our Earth do that? It's really wild.
Yeah.
Like we're all on this weird Earth where we can have a weird eclipse, because our eclipse is unique, right? Because it's like unique that we can see the corona.
It's literally because the moon is so big, it's such a big boulder. It's just
We got a thick moon.
it's like just the crazy coincidence that the sun is 400 times bigger than the moon, but it's also 400 times farther away, and that so that means that when the paths cross, the moon can like perfectly cover the main part and leave the corona visible. Like that's like it is a crazy coincidence, and that just makes you wonder like what in the world, like, right, like how does that happen?
No, yeah, like just like anyway, like I felt like an alien. Like
I felt like I had a religious experience. I know I said this in the car, and I was like kind of cringe about it, but
no, like when you were talking about like, I mean, like, no, when you were talking about like, oh, like, like, I mean, I know we joke about Christianity on this a lot, but like, we're not Christians, so we don't like believe in like a Christian God and stuff, but like, I do feel like the sun is the closest thing to like the Christian God in terms of like
I feel like
things in my life.
I feel like when I think like as I have been thinking about the sun as like a deity, I think the overabundance of the idea of like a Christian or even just Abrahamic God kind of like shadows how people think of deities in general, at least in like Western society, you know? And so I feel like it's hard, like, to me, it's hard to think about the sun in like that kind of context. Whereas if you disconnect the idea of like a deity or a higher power from like these ideas of like there's this guy sitting in the clouds and like he's like looking at you and stuff, like then I think like in a much more abstract sense you can think of the sun as like a god. Yeah,
I definitely get you. Like, there are kind of like these like we do have like these natural forces that are just like that shape and control our lives and like humanity, like just, and I mean like it shapes how like creatures evolve and stuff, and it is like like I mean like right, like it's like, oh, if you don't like already believe in like gods and stuff like that, then like those are basically like gods and stuff. I don't know, I don't want to be disrespectful to like anyone's like religion and stuff like that, but like I hope you get what I'm putting down.
we want to be respectful of different viewpoints on the world and all that stuff. I guess lately, like the last few days, I have just been trying to figure out what my own view of things are, because I feel like something has changed in me. Like I've seen something that like is like beyond my pay grade. Like I feel like you're not supposed to see the sun's corona, and that we were kind of like that it's like
we were kind of like peeking on the sun in the shower.
Yeah.
Like seeing something we weren't supposed, seeing something private. No, I get you. Yeah, like well, what?
No, I just
peeking on the sun in the shower.
No, I just like have a lot of feelings about this past weekend.
No, we went on a whole little I mean you're already taking off work, but like I took off work and stuff, and we went on a whole little vacation, and it was like it was a pretty magical experience, I gotta say.
It really was. A bunch of my online friends who I hadn't met in person before attended as well, and that was just so great, right? Like,
like you really it really was like all of your friends were there. Like
I was like really having a time. Like I was just like surrounded by friends, and then also like making eye contact with God, and I just like didn't know what to do.
Yeah, you did. Can I tell the during when like totality happened, Kirby did like collapse onto the ground and start crying. And that's like a I was really like, yeah, that's like a normal response to like what's happening.
Yeah. No, I think it is. I think it is kind of funny, and also goes onto the ground. Yeah.
Meowing Hakase. No, like the way you reacted towards the sun is like how like Tamamori. I mean, how Hakase reacts towards Tamamori. Like for real.
Oh, to feel the way that Hakase feels when he sees Tamamori.
Like, there's a part of me that, like, really understands, like, Hakase, and it's a part of myself I don't want to, like, acknowledge.
I mean, I don't know, I just want to have sex with him.
Oh my god, yeah, well, we all want to have sex with Hakase, obviously. Oh my god, you've gotten to the CG where he's standing by the pond, too, so you...
Yes!
Oh my god, I'm just like, Tamamori, how did you not just fuck him right there?
Yeah, because he's so in denial about his feelings.
No.
This is me reading your visual novel!
Oh my god, yeah, wait. Okay, one more story, and then we're gonna start the stream. Sorry, we had a big vacation weekend. But okay, so I think this was the last. So it was several years ago, but I think this was the last time we had gone on vacation together, and this was like before This was like we had the same friend group, but we weren't really like close friends yet. And we were, you were telling me about the Transcendence AU, and then somehow we got onto, like, I was like, oh, I wrote this, like, I made this, visual novel where it's, like, a dating sim where you get to date the characters from, the, like, monster characters from Metroid Prime. I was playing it for Kirby, and, you were just, like, silent, and you were sitting, like, kind of rigid, just kind of, like, looking at it, not really commenting, not really laughing, so I was, like, so I just kind of wrapped it up quickly, and I was like, oh, I guess it was kind of, like, there wasn't any, like, explicit content in it, but it got to, like, there were, like, makeout parts and stuff, and I was like, oh, I'm, like, cringe, that was, like, awkward to, like, show someone I didn't know well that probably made, like, him uncomfortable. But then it turns out, do you want to explain what you were actually feeling?
I mean, at that point, I was identifying as asexual, but I was, like, watching this, and it was kind of steamy, and I was like, this is making me feel things that I don't want, like, I don't want to acknowledge that I'm feeling, so I'm just gonna...
So you were like, I'm just going to, like, turn into a statue.
Yeah.
Like that Marina and the Diamond lyric.
Yes. we had, like, a Marina and the Diamond sing along.
We did, yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, we were singing along to, like, the first half of, like, Electra Heart. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
I only stopped it because I wanted to, like, I was worried that, like, our friend who was driving us was maybe not liking it. And I was like, maybe we should play music that the person driving, likes.
They were, like, the OG, well, they were the GOAT, that's what I meant.
They were the GOAT. They drove us there, they drove us back, they drove your friend to and from the airport, like, bless you, kissies. I don't think you're watching today, but if you watch this VOD later, then the kisses you.
Yeah.
No, like we're so so grateful for you because we're little gay guys who can't drive.
Yeah.
We're them city gays.
Literally, I'm from Manhattan.
Yeah, I'm also from a big city. Okay, we are gonna start My Dangerous Life. Like, I feel like we're like the reverse of Hinata. Like, I feel like part of why we're like kind of make fun of him a lot is that we both grew up in like large cities and then moved to like. I mean, now we live in the same place, but like where we moved to somewhere smaller, so we're kind of like, ha, stupid, stupid little gay boy in the city.
Yeah. I mean, come on, if we moved to the Keto Village, we'd be killing it, right?
I would not.
No, not that we would. Wait, no, we have to load.
Yeah, we have to, oh no. Sorry. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe if I grew up in the Keto Village, I would I could have learned how to read. Maybe if
no, what I meant is that he grew up in the Keto Village and he can't make it in the city, but we grew up in the city and we'd still kill it in the Keto Village.
Yeah, no.
Load.
Yeah. Okay,
You're not even drunk this time.
I know. I'm just like, maybe I need to try being keto and maybe it will cure my dyslexia.
As I have found the last few days, eating less is not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat a bunch of cream cheese.
Yes. After that, we all had another round to drink. Someone called out to me.
We get to choose who goes. Okay, maybe his keto powers are coming back. He's choosing who calls out to him. Or maybe they're both calling out to him and he's choosing which one to listen to.
No, I kind of like the idea that their voices kind of merge and he's only hearing one and then he kind of just chooses the timeline to walk down.
That makes me think that maybe he's regaining some of his keto powers.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because this seems seeing alternate timelines seems like something that you get from keto.
I wonder, because it's sure, he was shitting for 20 years, right? But it's you don't know what the volume of the keto powers are, right?
Yeah.
Some of that could, even maybe a bit of that could take a long time to go through the bowels. And maybe, some of that, it's rubbing against the bowel walls and it's getting reabsorbed a bit. I don't know.
Through your anal walls.
Through the anal walls. And so we're just saying that maybe there'd be a way, some kind of button to press in the anal walls that could help him regain his powers. And also make him scream.
Okay, do we want Chad or Brad to call out to him?
Because we're kind of on the Brad path.
Yeah, and Chad hasn't been not that Brad's been particularly cool, but Chad hasn't been any cooler.
Chad's just he came onto Hinata, right?
Yeah, he was coming
just
on
like,
to
hi.
Yeah. And Hinata was like, what? Oh, I'm getting that feeling that doesn't mean anything.
It feels like I have to pee, but I don't.
Wait, is that that's not what I feel like when I get a boner.
That can be a way it feels.
That's true. Sometimes when okay, TMI, but sometimes when I'm doing when I'm doing penetrative stuff and I'm on the bottom, sometimes it kind of feels that way.
Interesting.
Anyway.
I wonder if it's the location of the bladder.
Yeah, no, okay, so the thing is you're not okay, this is we're going into TMI territory. We're gonna talk about anal walls, I'm sorry. The anal wall is not as thick as you think it is. You can definitely push up against your bladder from stuff.
Well, the prostate's right there too, right?
Yeah.
And everyone knows about that.
Yeah, wait, yeah, literally. So yeah.
And that's literally just right on the bottom of the bladder.
Yeah, also if you're
meowing.
Meowing tunes in only for the TMI parts of the stream. Okay, good job. Good news. Sorry, I didn't mean to say good.
Good job. You did it. You tuned in.
You tuned in. Thank you for tuning in, meowing.
Meowing, we love you.
We love you. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so
gay sex.
yeah, so okay, if someone has Meowing said I'm doing my taxes. Okay, I hope this is helping you do your taxes. And good job on doing your taxes.
Yeah, that's important.
That's important. I hope they're not too hard. I figured mine out. I was supposed to put a 0 somewhere where I didn't, and I kept getting rejected by the IRS. They kept sending me text messages like, we rejected your taxes, do them again. And I was like, what? And it turns out that instead of putting the actual number, I had to put a 0, which doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I finally figured that out, so... Meowing, Reman inspired me. I'm so glad I can inspire you to do your taxes. Yeah, like, the taxes are so hard. Like, I'm not even gonna be here and be like, oh, do your taxes, it's not that scary. Like, it's scary, and it's hard. But, like, there are tutorials online. I'm sure you have you probably have friends or family members to help you. I called multiple friends and my mom to help me do my taxes. So remember your support systems, and also that there's a lot of information online about how to do your taxes. Also, Free Tax USA. Free Tax USA, do it there. Don't go to TurboTax. They'll trick you. Free Tax USA is where it's at. And they're the ones that told me I had to put a 0 somewhere.
This is Reman's PSA of the day.
This is my PSA of the day. I mean, like, the tax thing is coming up.
Yeah, no, it is.
Yeah, so...
No, it just means it's like last week you had the PSA about the alcohol
Oh
enema.
my god, the alcohol enema.
Do not do a tax enema. You don't get to lower your dependents if they're up your ass.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was gonna say something about double penetration, but I think we can move on.
Okay.
Now that I've done the tax PSA.
So I guess we're going with Brad.
Yeah, I'm not crazy into Chad. Sorry, Chad.
No.
Hinata.
While I was busy cleaning up, Brad suddenly put an arm around my shoulders. His mischievous eyes looked a little glassy. I wonder if that was because he was dissociating.
Oh my gosh, like yeah. Oh, he's drunk. You're really cute.
Suddenly he's getting voice.
Oh yeah.
Brad touched my hand that was holding a bottle. Brad caught the bottle as it slipped out from between my fingers. Why was he holding it like this?
Wait, yeah. I mean, I think slip between your fingers can also mean like you're just not gripping it very. He has that little gay
He
grip.
did the alcohol enema.
No.
Brad, Reman warned you.
No, Brad. Stop that. Go to the hospital. Like, it's really like, it's like basically being poisoned. Yeah, it was dangerous, Brad, to do that alcohol enema.
No, this is what it's like. Like, he's like, wow, I hear a lot of voices and Hinata's really loud all of a sudden and there's this pounding and it's like, no, that's like what it's like when you do an alcohol enema.
Oh my god. Meowing said he heard the Reman tells you to do it video. Yeah, okay, so, I had some slander. I had a deep fake made of me. I had some slander. I had a slanderous video made of me. If you see a video going around that's of me telling you that it's safe to do an alcohol enema, that's a deep fake and that's not real.
I don't know. I saw it and like I kind of remember you saying all that stuff.
No! I was edited to look that way. I was telling you, no, I would never tell you to do such a thing.
Sexy.
Sexy.
だからふざけないでくださいってば。ふざけてねえよ。
Okay, Brad is kind of being... Okay, Brad is finally, like, being a little more tactful with his flirting. It's funny that he's, like, finally being, like, a little more subtle when, like, on the first date he was like, he was like, what's up, boss? I'm trying to fuck this guy.
Yeah. What? Wait. What does that mean? Brad grinned and hugged me from behind. Then he drew even closer and I felt something against my butt. This is a little too close.
Is it?
I missed the right moment to brush him off. And now I want to suck him off.
The whispering.
Hinata's not ready.
Yeah.
And also Brad is like being poisoned and needs to go to the hospital.
Yeah, no, like he's not talking like that because he's drunk. He's talking like that because he's like having alcohol poisoning and his liver is like combusting.
Yeah. What you say like right before you die.
Yeah, literally, he's like, he's like, oh my gosh, I see grandma.
Ah!
She's calling me, Hinata.
He's dying. Brad's voice was suddenly low and calm. He tightened his hold on me. Okay, this really sounds like a farewell.
Yeah, wait, he's really dying. I told you, this is why I made that warning. Don't do alcohol enemas. It's really easy to get alcohol poisoning from them.
Just like the alcohol has made it to the prostate.
Ah! Oh my gosh, call the ambulance. Alan, you're the landlord.
Alan's just in his room like, what? He's like, has like on a piece of paper, like, ways to make more money. Charge Brad for Hinata's coffee cups.
Charge Brad for Hinata's coffee cups?
Charge Brad for cleanup of cum stains.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that did happen to one of our friends where, like, her landlord was, like, an absolute asshole and, like, tried to, like, bully her into, like, paying more on her rent because he was like, oh, you have, like, you have another person living here, like, you need to pay more, even though she absolutely didn't.
Wow.
So Alan's gonna, like, need to find someone to bully, probably Hinata, honestly.
Yeah.
He's like writing on a big piece of, like on his big whiteboard, bully Hinata into more money.
Well, because Hinata, like, is so suggestible. You say something to Hinata and he believes it. Like, if Alan said that to him, he'd be like, it is my moral duty and my duty to Brad to pay all of my money out of my little pockets, my little cargo shorts.
Little cargo
which I bought because I'm an American boy now.
True.
Just like Estelle sings about. I'm really getting off track. Because
You can be my American boy.
American boy. Honestly, slay.
It's such a good song.
But no, yeah, just like Hinata will do anything. Like if you say something to him, he'll do it, and then he can't be like argued out of it either. Like Brad will be like, Hinata, you don't have to do that, and he'll be like, I do, Brad, I do, because otherwise, like what? The cum stain charge is gonna come out of your what? Like.
No, yeah. Oh my god, you're so right about Hinata.
I got this guy figured out.
Like, and it's because he's been like indoctrinated into a cult. Like, he doesn't understand that it's not disaster, because he's been conditioned to think that like, oh, if I go against the grain at all, it will like cause like the apocalypse. Like, it will be disastrous.
No, like exactly, because when you're taught. Here, this is the thing, and then also don't listen to what anyone else tells you, like to contradict it. Like we have the spaghetti police come in, you know, to make sure that you know that spaghetti makes you go crazy,
Uh-huh.
and don't listen to. If you go to New York, I mean that's fine, but like if you walk into one of those restaurants that serves spaghetti, don't believe any of the lies, right? Like if you're conditioned to like be taught something and then don't believe what anyone else says, you're gonna get hinata.
Yeah. Our baby.
He needs to go to therapy. Like, I mean,
So does Brad. Oh my god.
I want them to both like touch each other in really sexy ways, but also I want them to go to therapy first.
Yeah, these are not mutually. I mean, don't do these at the same time. But
No.
it's not mutually exclusive. Like you can be like, lots of people are having sexy times and also going to therapy.
Yeah.
I would say that therapy helps you have more sexy times.
Sorry.
Like, they're being cute.
Yeah.
僕の方こそ助けてもらってボディーガードまでしてもらって
Okay, Hinata, like, Brad's cute and all, but I'm gonna be real. He hasn't done much for you since he like, saved your ass from AG.
Yeah. And I mean, like, really, did you need to be saved from AG? Like, I mean, I've saved his ass. If AG wanted my ass.
You would be serving it to him on a platter.
じゃあ僕もやりたくてやってますそっか
I like this song. Did they kiss?
Brad smiled and buried his face in my shoulder. It tickled and I instinctively let out a small gasp. Then...
その声反則
He's like, you're playing the Hakase playlist.
This was me on the other stream when you were like, when you started making Hakase noises, and I was like, don't do that around me. Meowing. AJ needed to be saved from Hinata's powers. Yeah, who was Brad really guarding, in all honesty? Brad is like bodyguarding like the earth from like Hinata. That's why he like, yeah, that's why he was like, oh Hinata, like drink this, and gave him the Shirley Temple because he knew that like Hinata would destroy New York City.
That's so sad though. It's like he had this hidden purpose and then maybe along the way he was like, this guy's really breedable too.
Yeah.
But like, right? Like, I think it's cool that there's this suggestion that maybe some of his powers are still there in his body.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, wouldn't that be a funny full circle moment if like it starts out with Brad's job being like, I gotta protect the world from this guy. I gotta like get rid of his powers. And then, oh wait, but also he's cute and they have this romance, and then it ends with them like doing it, and like when he hits the prostate, it all comes back.
Cause he's ready.
Yeah.
Cause he's ready to accept his powers.
I'm gonna talk about prostates all night.
What else are we here for?
I know, right?
And by all night, we mean till 9 p.m. because we get sleepy.
We do get sleepy. I barely ate like all weekend.
Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, next time we go on vacation, I'm gonna be like on cooking duty for you. I'm gonna be your bodyguard. But from like starvation.
Yeah.
それはブラッドがそんなことをするから
Yeah, cause like I was like the opposite, where I was like eating constantly during I was eating constantly during the vacation.
Yeah, it's just I have like crazy like
I know.
dietary restrictions.
Yeah, but I could have made you things that were like, cause like
Well, I know, but it's just like we were all busy, we didn't talk about it, you know?
I know.
It's just, it is what it is. I had a wonderful, wonderful time.
I know, but next time I'm gonna be more like, I'm gonna be more aware about it. Yeah, where I'll be
Thank
like,
you.
where instead of just waiting for you to ask me, I'll just like offer to cook stuff.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I want you to eat and not like pass out like Brad is.
Oh wait, I just read the text on the screen.
Wait, yeah, me too. I got distracted.
ブラッド
Brado.
なんてね
He was not kidding.
The tea.
Brad sounded cheery as he let go of me. I felt relieved, but suddenly a little lonely too. He's like, Hinata in his head is like, maybe it doesn't mean nothing.
Oh my goodness. What if there are like where like what if Hinata so Hinata has the like supercharged powers from Kido, but what if Hinata had special powers like all along, like where the Kido children were like bred to have certain powers and for them to be like enhanced like gods like with Kido, like, you know what I mean? So like now he's like lost the Kido powers, but he's like now uncovering the ones that were always inside him. Whoa. Along with his sexuality.
Whoa.
And it's like a metaphor, but it's also like where it's like one of those like parallel narratives, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa. I shook my head, trying to shake off that feeling. We know he is. No, I do know what he means.
Meowing the character art, meowing, like, you know what I mean, is so funny. Well, like, do you know, well, I mean, meowing, do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, because it's about him finding his strength and his center, and also him, like, finding out how to come real hard.
Okay, I need to get water.
Okay.
Hold on. Oopsie, sorry. Okay, I'm going to get water. What's that song called?
It's called Entrance of the Gladiators.
Yeah, we fucking love that shit.
Yeah, no, that's like, honestly, it plays in my head more often than it should.
Then you're thinking about Sita?
When I'm thinking about Sita. Hey, guys! Hey, you look so helpless today! Miko, did you sew those tights? Your smile is beautiful. I hope that you fall in the toilet when you're scrubbing off of that Maybelline matte number 9 lip ink later.
Like, yeah, we need to play the little audio drama the little Shu and Pro audio drama you made.
I am pretty proud of it. We could literally play it right now.
Yeah, do you want to?
Let me...
Oh, wait, hold on. I need to come back onto the screen.
Oh, yeah, go for it. I mean, you're so far away right now. I don't even know how we're talking. There you are.
Yeah, okay, I came back.
Okay, and then I think... Because we don't even need to show it. It's just audio.
Yeah.
Oh, Sita. At GDQ. How long ago did I make this? Oh, here it is.
Here it is. Okay, get ready for...
an experience.
Yeah, get ready for an experience.
Quote Shioin Pro.
I was reading a thread yesterday about an urban legend that this girl got murdered or something like that. IDK. It's not that interesting. There are so many of those.
That we've seen.
Yeah, that we've seen literally in real life. IDK, I might just start posting my homework on 2chan instead. The answers when I do that are usually scarier.
That sounds cool anyway. Do you still want to see a movie later? There's a slasher flick playing like an hour after school. Deaf voice of Murder Island.
That's horrible. Yeah, let's do it. I feel like I'm forgetting something though.
Well, you know.
Face palming. Oh, right.
I don't think he's going to like it very much if...
A door slams open and Sita marches frugally down the hall at them.
Hey guys, yeah, you're looking so helpless today. Eco, did you sew those tights? Your smile is beautiful.
Rolling her eyes. Hey Sita.
Looking as Sita squeezes him. We were in the middle of talking about something.
Without me? What?
Yes, without you.
We're going to see a scary movie. I know you don't like those.
Nonsense. Anything Iya wants to do, I'm in. Starts pulling him away, except let's go see the Beauty and the Beast live
Why
actually
does he
makes
sound
us
like a
dead.
baby?
It's so nice catching up with friends. Deco, nice bumping into you. I hope you fall in the toilet when you're scrubbing off your Maybelline number 15 matte lip pink later. Kisses.
The fact it ends with kisses. The fact that he knows the exact makeup she's wearing.
I know, like, that's
Like-
not a straight thing to say.
What? Oh
Yeah,
my
I love
goodness.
Without Me.
Without Me.
I also just love how, Aeon and Biko's voices are very just like, oh, that's horrible. Death voice of Murder Island. Like, they're all just, like, really straight to the point. And then Sita's like...
Like, he sounds like a baby. Also, I think what's important to understand is that these were like little AI. Like, these weren't like Microsoft Sam voices. Like, these were AI voices that you made, right?
Well, so it's the Mac OS voices. They have like a fairly good. They've got like 20 or 30 voice banks that you can use, and so like a decade ago, I wrote a script where you could feed it a dialogue in a certain format, and it'll ask you for a voice for each person, and it'll voice it out.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I originally made it for my quotes website. But yeah, so I just like I like formulated this like conversation in my head, and I was like, I'm rotating this, like I want this so badly. Wait, I guess I could make a little audio drama. I haven't heard the rewrite audio drama like isn't in English, but I'm assuming that this is what it is, right?
Probably, yeah. I
When-
think it's pretty much this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I mean, well, your Japanese is pretty good now. You could probably understand. I don't think it's
It's a lot harder listening than it is.
That's
harder
true.
than reading.
Yeah, no, Japanese is so much harder to, like, it's so much easier to read than...
Yeah,
That-
and it's still hard to read.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting because I read something that like generally when you hear people speaking their native language that isn't a language it just sounds like really fast. But I think in Japanese it tends to be even faster because they just have to fit like more syllables in because it takes longer to say things than it does in English.
Yeah. Or where there's, like, a lot of, or where there's, like, a lot of, like, shorthands in... There's also, like, a lot of shorthands in Japanese that are, like, kind of vague, because of the reason that, like, if you spoke it, like, grammatically correct, it would be, like, if you spoke it if it was more... Like, if you spoke it completely, like grammatically correct or whatever, and you got the, like, to be more specific, it would be really long. So, yeah, no, like, yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Japanese is really cool though.
No, Japanese is really cool. Yeah, we're both learning Japanese. We are otakus, and also we like yaoi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kirby started learning Japanese to sing along to the Shuin Pro songs better, and I started learning Japanese because I wanted to read more I wanted to read Hip Mike Dojins faster.
Meowing is really surprised that we like yaoi.
This is kind of what the channel is about.
Meowing is like, okay, well, I was here for you talking about the keto powers being stored in the prostate, but like, yaoi?
Yeah, they were like, I was just here for the stories about, like, what it feels like when you're having penetrative sex and it makes you feel like you kind of need to pee. Bye. Okay, bye, Meowing. Sorry. I mean, I can talk more. I mean, okay, well, we gotta keep our viewer. Okay, to keep you here. So, what I was gonna say before, but, and I was like, actually, we can just move on, is that, like, if someone has, like, a front hole along with, like, like an anus and you're like double penetrating them, like you can feel the you can feel like the other person or the other like toy from the other side. Like that like
I didn't realize that's what double penetration meant.
it just means sometimes it means when like you put two things into the same hole.
Yeah, that's what I thought it meant.
Yeah, it can also mean when you
Originally, I thought it meant you just put it in and then put it in again. Double.
Wait, what? That's like
I know. I know. Meowing says, "What if you just had the frontal and no anus?" That is the thought that popped into my head when you were saying
that.
Then you're out of luck. I mean, like, you have a really horrible life.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. So, I have a lot more questions then. I have a lot more questions if you don't have an anus.
One by one, each of the roommates went to bed as night turned into dawn. I had a lot of fun, but eventually I fell asleep. When I opened my eyes again the next day...
Yo, are you finally awake?
Brad was already awake. You woke up early.
Brad's like, I can't sleep because I have nightmares about my mom coming over to my house. Yeah, well, that's because today is special.
Uh-oh. Huh?
Is this,
What's today? I tilted my head as Brad walked toward me. He looked a little nervous.
Is he gonna propose?
Like, we're like, oh my gosh, she's gonna ask Hinata to be his gay lover, but in reality it's gonna be like, Hinata, I need you to help me call the police.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm afraid of.
I saw Chad steal a lollipop.
From a baby.
What's wrong? You're being so formal.
Oh, Hinata got closer.
Brad wasn't acting like his usual self. He was being more cautious towards me than usual.
Yeah.
How should I put this?
Brad?
Oh.
He's like, you know I'm gay, right? And Hinata's like, yeah. And Brad's like, okay, I'm really bad at phones. Can you press 9 and then 1 and then 1?
Literally like what it fucking feels like to play this game. About what Chad said yesterday. You know that I'm gay.
Yeah. I had been wondering what this was about, but you hadn't expected this, Hinata? He's like lying in bed with like morning wood. Brad was trying, I'm just gonna talk about erections every chance I can. Brad was trying to read my reaction and continued nervously.
Just remember, you only get one jack-off story per stream.
Okay, but I haven't done it yet.
I know. Yeah, you can talk about erections all you want. Just remember.
Yeah.
Remember one jack-off.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't really matter who I like or don't like, so please don't worry about it.
Nah.
But it matters if that's Hinata. You can stay here as long as you want. It makes me happy when you're around.
I hadn't expected Brad to make such an offer. As surprised as I was, it made me happy at the same time. Is it really alright if I stay here indefinitely?
Oh, baby, no, don't do this. No, you can't U-Haul lesbian it. You gotta... No. Go to university, go live in the dorms, like, date Brad, but like, do not move in together after 2 days.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. Oh, but please don't think that the only reason I asked you was because I wanted to split the rent with you.
Of course I didn't think that.
Feelings.
But please let me pay half of it anyway.
It's not going to my college tuition, apparently.
I don't want to be a freeloader. Hinata's like, anyway, it's fine. I can pay half because the other half is going to the other dorm that I have that I'm paying for, even though Eiji lives there now.
Yeah, like, is he paying for that? Like, what's going on?
No idea.
Like, what happened to the AG stuff? What happened to Hinata going to college? I know it's only been a couple days, but still.
It makes me wonder if, like, there's Alan, there's Brad, there's Chad, there's AG. Is there a D? I literally almost also said there's A, there's B, there's Ita.
I think before we talked about it, and we decided that the D was their you know.
Okay. I shan't say. Anyway, what about the big boners they both have right now?
Meowing Dinata. Well, since you want to, that's fine, but you really don't have to worry about it. It's just a minor detail. Most important thing is that everyone gets along and has a good time, right? Wait, I think Alan also goes to school. So, Alan, can you, like, help Hinata? Like, because I don't think Brad is, like, the, best person to help Hinata, like, figure out, like, the school situation.
Yeah, but then Alan's gonna be like, okay, but it's gonna cost you.
That's true. He's like, that'll be an extra $50 on your rent. Meowing, he gets out his car. Yeah, he's like, oh, they're not letting you into crashes. Meowing said crashes into a school dorm. Like, literally, Meowing fixed. Literally, Alan's answer to everything. Alan's like, oh, they're not letting you into school? Get in my car. And then just, like, drives Hinata, like, crashes through the window into the classroom.
I'm just imagining the sex car from Utana.
Alan does the little backflip that,
oh my gosh. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Oh, right. Next time we have a drink, it should be the two of us.
I'm gonna make sure you get that whole Shirley Temple down this time. Brad's face lightened up and he dropped the formalities. Why? No, let's do why.
Yeah, no,
because I want him to say, because I want to spend some more time with you.
Yeah, I forgot to say for the Brad and Chad thing, but oh well.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, no, I want him to...
Just the two of us. Why?
What? Well, because it'll be nice, just the two of us.
What was that? What was the kerning in that sentence?
Like, he's nervous.
I get it.
I'm sorry. I also...
No, it was great.
I was also, like, trying to, like, process reading it, because I was having a little bit of trouble, so I was also getting nervous.
No, it was really good. That's not really a proper answer. Think about it, we always hang out together, so wouldn't that be the same as usual?
But this time it's like a date, you know? Huh? No, this would be different.
Huh? How would it be different?
Yeah.
It's not just about the drinking.
Oh.
The face! The face.
I don't know what that face means in this context.
Yeah, what?
Maybe he's like upset that he has to say it. Like he's so nervous about.
Yeah.
He like is a hashtag that screenshot that's like he hid his face in his hands nervously. I'm sorry, I'm just so new at being gay. I don't know what to do.
But Brad isn't new at being gay.
I know.
But he's still so nervous.
He's graduated from being scared to being angry.
True. I want us to be in a good mood and do dirty stuff, you know, something like that.
What? Brad spoke loudly and seemed quite serious. I was so shocked and embarrassed that my heart began to pound against my chest. Please don't say awkward stuff like that. At least keep your voice down. Your gay roommates are gonna know you're gay.
Your gay roommates that all pointed at you last night and said he's gay.
Yeah. You're acting weird.
Brad, you had more tact when you were drunk.
Yeah.
Go back to having at least a little bit more tact. What's weird about it? We just go with the flow. The two of us get along well, and we share a room. And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
We would drink together and do some dirty stuff afterwards. It's completely natural.
He's like writing up a schedule.
Like,
how is that natural? He's not even objecting to the dirty stuff. He's like, drink together in a meaningful way. You saw what happened the last time.
you couldn't get a boner and then you fell asleep.
Yeah. And then Alan got really big and I shit for 100 years.
And you didn't wake up until the 100 years was over.
I should try to throw him off course, but
They got big.
They had a beer somehow. They're having drinks while they're talking about getting drinks.
Yeah.
Really, at like 9 a.m.? Oh my goodness.
Day drinking, baby.
I tried to throw him off course, but Brad's broad grin didn't falter as he came slowly towards me. Also, you said something earlier. You said it had nothing to do with who you like or don't like. Oh, he's upset about that.
I did, but then I changed my mind. I'm gonna make you mine.
Why are you suddenly so determined? I'll Make You Mine, or You Will Be Mine is the name of a Lenka song from like 2011, and now it's playing in my head. Anyway, Brad took yet another step forward and cornered me at the edge of the bed. Okay, don't corner him.
Yeah, Brad again, like, boy.
This is bad. This is really bad.
Yeah, Hinata, this is why you should not live with him.
Hinata's like still like in his head like, oh yeah, no, I'm excited to live with him, but this is really bad what's happening right now. It's not like this has been happening repeatedly.
I know. I really do like you, if that's what you're worried about.
It's just like Hinata's so conflicted on the inside about how he feels that it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, okay, part of it's also the keto cult thing where he's like, he can't get out of a situation that makes him uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's also like confusing him because he's not even sure he really wants to leave the situation.
Yeah, no, like, but it's also hard because it's like, even if he wants to, it's like, Brad's not like giving him a choice in it, which makes the whole thing like where it's like, oh, how are you even supposed to like process?
Yeah. No, I definitely don't blame Hinata for the trauma plus like being pressured thing.
Yeah. I like you so much that I can't keep it bottled up anymore.
Hakase voice. Brad's eyes were intense as he made this grand declaration, and his pants looked really tight.
Oh my god.
Brad, you're not joking, are you?
Like, this is what he's been saying the entire time, Hinata. He's been down bad for you from day one. Like, I know, like, he was trying to, like, protect the city from you, but, like, he saw it, like, he got a mission to protect the city from you, but, like, he was down bad for you from day one, my guy.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I had a job to do. Like, you meant nothing, but then I fell in love.
But it was, like, within the first second he fell in love.
I know.
Like, you know what I mean? No, I'm serious about this.
Brad grabbed both of my shoulders.
Oh my gosh, what a way to confess to someone.
A weird sound escaped my lips and I pushed him back. But for some reason, he wouldn't budge.
Oi.
I'm perfectly determined. You should be too.
That's impossible! What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that, Hinata.
It's not.
ちょっと
Nonsense!
Like, I also get, like, where I'm like, where I feel like this is also, like, not necessarily, like, in the same way that, like, Brad is doing to Hinata, but the way that, like, Brad's mom is, like, just, like, calls him and, like, is constantly badgering him no matter, like, what Brad says and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
Like, I can kind of see where Brad picked up this behavior.
Yeah, no, like, it's like, maybe I could see this being kind of, like, romantic if Hinata, like, was into it, like...
Yeah.
But Hinata's, like, clearly, like... He just doesn't understand.
Yeah, like, Hinata needs, like, some space to, like, process what's going on and, like, his feelings, and, like, Brad is not, like, allowing any of that space.
Yeah. I struggled to escape from Brad's grip, but it was no use.
Like, it's clear that, like, they've had good times together, and it's clear that there's, like, something there and stuff like that, but it is also, like, Brad is being way too pushy.
Brad seized me even more firmly. What should I do? Should I really be more determined? At the very moment that thought crossed my mind, the phone rang.
Oh god, if it's Brad's mom.
If it's the police.
Oh my god, these are the only two options and they both suck.
What if it's Eiji? I don't know what he would be calling about.
Option. The one good option.
Just as I was about to topple onto the bed, the phone saved me.
What does that mean, Hinata?
So, I think what it probably means was that, like, Brad backed him into the corner of the bed and was like, and so, like, Hinata probably was, like, about to fall back onto the bed. But I'm, like, imagine, like, it kind of sounds, when he said that, it sounds like just as I was about to give in to my burning lust.
Like, it makes it sound like, yeah, that he was about to, like, topple onto, like, pull Brad onto the bed with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's probably what you were saying.
Brad clicked his tongue impatiently and went to pick up.
わかった
Yes, got it.
The call seemed to be for Brad, and the conversation was brief.
な
Alright, let's go, Hinata.
Huh? Where are we going? After Brad had hung up the phone, he immediately prepared to head out. He held up the document we had finished last night. The police station?
No.
Instead of responding, Brad just smiled weakly.
Oh, no, Brad, you don't have to do this.
Is it alright for me to go too?
あ
You have to. If we're apart, I won't be able to protect you.
He's like, Brad is like on the lookout to see if Hinata's Keto powers are reemerging.
Yeah, like, this has all been... Because, like, yeah, like, that's the thing, like... Yeah, it's like what we were talking about, where it's like, he hasn't really done anything to, like, protect Hinata since the beginning, but we established that was, like, a cover, because he was, like, he's actually trying to protect the New York City from Hinata, but yeah, like, it's all, like, a cover, because, like, what he's trying to say is that, like, because he wants to be honest, because what he's trying to be like is like, oh, I like you, and he says that, and then he keeps fucking it up, so, like, the only way he knows how to, like, be more, like, the only way they can, like, communicate their, like, kind of, like, deeper feelings, because Brad keeps, like, kind of, like, trying to cover stuff up with, like, being lustful and stuff like that, is by being like, oh, I want to protect you, and Hinata being like, I want you to protect me, even though that's not at all what's happening.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, wait, what? Yeah.
I just, like, rants about this game. Meowing said Brad's life is so hard, and complicated, and dangerous.
Uh-huh. My life was being targeted and I had been kidnapped on the day of my arrival. Okay, yeah, okay. I became uneasy once again.
Even if it's dangerous, I will protect you no matter what.
Yeah, maybe like my dangerous life doesn't mean like, oh, Hinata's always getting into these situations. Maybe it's like his life like is a danger to the world.
Oh my god! The truth come out.
You know what else come out? But then, ouch! He pinched my cheek and grinned.
All right, let's go.
That hurt.
He says, smiling.
Like, which cheek?
He pinched his ass, and he was like, and Hinata smiling was like, that hurt.
Yeah. I mumbled complaints at his back while marveling at the fact that he really was a genius in calming people down. Hinata's like, wow, pinching my ass really like calmed me down. And then there's that feeling again.
Oh my goodness. This is not the police station,
No,
I
it's
don't
not.
think.
Are they gonna meet up with Eiji?
Oh.
This is... Brad had taken me to the abandoned building where I'd been held captive.
Okay, weird place to take Hinata.
Back then, Brad had come here to talk to his friends.
Yeah. Why did the music get so scary?
Yeah.
Oh no. Meowing Brad kills you.
His life is too dangerous.
No. He has to complete his mission. Sorry. Meowing for the sake of the world. Yeah.
No.
He's like, no, it's getting too sad.
I guess like if they did have sex, then like the world would explode. Like his balls would explode. The world would explode.
Because the world is his balls.
Whoa! What the world is one of his balls. What's the other one?
Ah. The sun.
No!
One's bigger than the other.
I respect the sun too much.
Okay, it's not the balls.
What if his other ball was like an alternate universe world?
Oh my gosh, and that's why he can see the splitting.
Wow, like it's like you have two balls in one. In one of your balls, you talk to Alan. No, it's a Chad. In one of your balls, you talk to Brad.
Meowing the eclipse. Brad's like, there isn't actually a protest. It's actually the day of the eclipse where your balls will collide, and I have to kill you before that happens.
Where your balls will collide.
Or else we'll all be doomed. The balls can't touch each other. Hinata.
And I was like, yeah, I guess I learned that when I jerk off, I need to be really, really like static and methodical about it. I have to wear the ball harness.
Oh my goodness, the ball cage.
Ah!
Yeah, because it's like the gravitation of his powers getting stronger is bringing them together.
The balls touch. The eclipse of the balls where one ball passes in front of the other one.
I think that's called testicular contortion. Yeah.
No, that is not what that is.
It isn't?
Torsion is when
I know it's when they get spun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that is one ball passing in front of the other.
I guess, on the other side of the other than it's supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry.
Brad was true to his word as we made our way through the building, him leading the way with deliberate movements.
そうだ
It's a good place to hide and escape to.
Wait, did that count as my jerking off story?
No, because that was a story about Hinata.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't worry, you're good. You're on thin ice. That's why it's such a good place to carry out dangerous transactions, you know.
Okay, what transaction is happening? Hinata's like, it makes sense when you put it like that you wanted to take me here because it's a good place to make dangerous transactions.
Yeah, like, right, like what?
He's like, I'm sorry, but it's time for that orchiectomy.
Oh my gosh, that's the twist at the end, is that he didn't.
The twist is that it gets testicular torsion.
Yeah, and
the twist.
Yeah, and then Brad performs an orchiectomy on Hinata instead of killing him that's what he has the knife for.
Brad, don't do that. Take him to a hospital at least.
He can't.
There's so much paperwork.
There's so much literally even to go to the ER. Like, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess if you're like passed out, then like you don't have to do the paperwork. But like the one time the like doctor sent me to the ER because they thought I was having a stroke. I wasn't. But like I still had to like wait and do the paperwork, even though the like ER, like even though everyone thought I was having a stroke.
Yeah, the emergency room is very scary in that sense, that it's like, go here because like you have like what is potentially an imminent situation, and then you get there and you wait for like 2 hours or like 4 hours.
Yeah, meowing, and we don't know what Hinata's insurance situation is.
That's
yeah.
true. Okay, yeah, so sure, I guess like Brad just cut off his balls with a knife.
Yeah, it seems like the best option. Whoops.
So you've often been involved with dangerous stuff like this? Okay, Hinata, have you been paying attention?
Like at all.
Hinata, like, okay, I know Hinata hasn't, like, been, like, to the school yet because Eiji stole his life, but, like, there's going to be a test.
Yeah. Are you worried about me?
Of course I'm worried. His direct question made me somewhat embarrassed. Brad and I hovered in front of one of the rooms for a while.
What's going on? This is scary. This is too scary to play before my bedtime.
No!
No!
They were right when they said it was a dangerous transaction.
Yeah! No talking to the pigs!
I feel like a dangerous transaction should be like something like a trans woman doing trapeze. It's a transaction.
What's dangerous?
Like trapeze.
That's true. Trapeze is dangerous.
Trapeze with no net.
Yeah, but people like are trained to do that.
It seems dangerous to me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Dangerous transaction. Yeah, I get you.
The joke didn't work, I guess.
No, I'm sorry, I'm getting sleepy. And I was still just like so upset that because I know that they had to talk to the police, but it's still just like, it makes me disappointed every time.
Like, of course, this is why the music changed, right?
I know. Yeah, do you think there's like the transgender circus?
I mean, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I want to see like trans circus. My friend in high school who is trans did like circus camp. I wonder if they're I wonder if they're like in a circus now.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, no, it sounded really cool.
It's just like I don't know, like I haven't been to a circus like in a really long time, but it's like all like cool like feats and stuff, and also there's like kind of a history of like the circus being like a place for like weirdos, you know, and like reclaiming that.
Yeah.
Especially like the whole concept of like, oh, the bearded woman being like a thing at the circus.
For sure. Yeah, and I mean, like, I think there used to be, like, male impersonators at the circus, too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so, like, yeah, no, I mean, the circus is full of trans history. Write in if you know of the trans circus and where I can go see it. Maybe in Montreal, because that's where the circus school is, apparently.
Interesting.
Maybe I gotta go to Montreal. My mom was there recently for Christmas, so maybe next time that they go, I'll go with them, and I'll look out for, like, transgender clowns.
Thank you, meowing.
Yeah, no. It was a good joke. I'm sorry it took me so long to process it.
It's okay.
Because first I was like, I was like processing that we were talking about something like a new topic, and then also I was like, oh, I want to go to the, and then I got lost thinking about like, oh, I want to go to the transgender circus.
Yeah. Suddenly someone called out to us. I began to tremble involuntarily. I couldn't hear him at all when he approached us. Oh wait, I just realized that neither of us voiced the police officer, and I think that's kind of base.
Oh wait, yeah, we were just silent.
Wait, this is like when me and our friend played Omori.
Yeah, and didn't that person turn out to be like dead?
Yeah.
That's so mean. Who's this kid?
Oh.
He's my friend. He's also been thinking of ways to stop the protest.
The man looked me up and down for a second, but then his gaze shifted back to Brad.
He's like, calls Hinata a slur.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're willing to cooperate.
Nah.
If this will prevent the protest, my friend's sentences will be less severe, right? Don't send them to jail at all.
Like, this is so weird, because, like, I was even just imagining that they were gonna, like, call 911 or something, or maybe go to the police station and, like, talk to them. But, like, they're meeting a cop, like, in, like, a building somewhere to have, like, a weird, like, secret agent conversation. And it's
Yeah.
implied that Brad's done this before.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah, Hinata, tell him to stop. Like, also, like, I didn't realize that, like, I knew, like, now, like, Brad, like, knows that, like, all of his friends are gonna get, like, arrested, which is pretty, like, I don't know, it's pretty, like, messed up shit, man. Like, don't do that.
Yeah. What if this is, like, Hinata's, like, pushing through moment where he, like, pushes past the idea that he just has to do what he's told, and he is like, Brad, don't do this. Please touch my prostate. Do that instead. And then the police officer just has to watch.
No, I was like, Brad touches Hinata's prostate and it just blows up, and then the police officer just, like, spontaneously combusts.
Yes!
This is the power of touching your prostate. Everyone go home and play with your prostate.
Do it!
Every time you play with your prostate, one police officer explodes.
Hell yes! Adding to to-do list.
Meowing. I'm not sure if it maybe meant that Brad's friends were already in prison and would get their existing sentences shortened. Oh, that would be more understandable. It doesn't specify.
Yeah.
We have to guess. That's right. So, you said that you've summarized everything in the document, right?
Ah.
Yes.
Brad passed him the sheets of paper. I could hear Brad swallow.
Wait, hold on.
Oh, glug glug. I love water.
Gulp.
The room was deadly quiet. All we could hear was the sound of pages being turned.
Like, it seems like they're gonna arrest the people on the paper. Are the names of all the key players on here?
It's like, oh, my fantasy league of criminals.
But they're his friends! It's not a fantasy! All that I know of. I'm not sure if there might be someone else involved. His mom. What if it was his mom? That would be a nightmare. We only
It's like, why do you think that the protest is taking place right outside our house?
Oh, no. We only have a few days left before the set date.
頼む
Please, try to stop it. They don't really mean to do anything bad. Yeah, and you know, like, oh my god. Sorry, we've talked about this a million times, but this sucks. They just want people to understand their situation and do something to improve it. But they don't know how to go about it. So, this is their last resort. That's all.
Like, literally, this game goes from, they're, like, having, like, some gay stuff happen, and Hinata's, and, like, Brad's being weird about it, and Hinata's, like, not sure what to do, and how he feels internally, and then it's like, okay, like, I guess Brad's being weird. We should switch to some cop shit for a while.
Yeah, cause
that'll make him seem less weird, and
I
that's
know.
not even true.
Like, cause it's like, oh, like, cause like cause like all the other stuff is like so like not fun to read through that like when it gets to the like, I mean, I have fun playing it with you, don't get me wrong. Like, it is fun to like all play it together, but like in terms of just like sheer like reading it, it's all like so not fun to read through that when they get to the gay things, I'm like, oh, finally. And so it does kind of like make me like more forgiving of like when Brad has like awful behavior, because I'm like, at least it's not the cop stuff or like the mom abuser apologist stuff.
Yeah, like this would be a terrible game to play on your own.
Yeah, I'm glad I like stopped playing it when I was on the train, because I'm like having a much better time playing it with you, because I think I would have stopped playing by now if I was by myself. Okay, so on the trip, on the way, when we were driving up, we were like talking about like if after Brad's route we even want to keep playing this game.
Yeah.
we might. We'll see. We're definitely gonna take an intermission though to do something silly. But yeah, we might play a different yaoi game.
Oh.
Since you understand, you'll stop it, right?
Brad sounded happy, but the police officer didn't show any reaction and just stowed away the document. I suddenly felt queasy, like I was talking to a pig or something. What was this feeling?
This is what it feels like to rat out your friends. To the pigs inside you know it's wrong. Something in your soul is dying when you do this.
That's a really cool song.
Oh, thank you.
Brad's feelings were being completely ignored. The officer looked like he was crushing Brad's good resolve with his gaze. It made me frustrated.
Yeah, explode the cop with your prostate.
Yes!
What about my father? Oh, yeah, Brad does kind of have an ulterior motive. Still sucks, though.
No.
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
His dad abandoned him at the b-ball court.
Yeah. Right at the triple point line.
When are you going to tell me what's going on with him? I can't talk about that here. I will have to contact you again later. You can't be serious.
Damn! I opened my mouth to blurt something out.
The police officer shoots them! Get down!
Brad yelled and pushed me down to the ground. At that very moment, I heard a gunshot.
This is why you don't go to the pigs!
Then I heard something heavy fall to the ground. But Brad? My heart was pounding loudly. Was that sound really a gunshot?
You know you in America now.
They only have tofu in the village.
That they just throw at each other.
Yeah, we only have like big meatballs that we like that we have the meatball cannon, sure, but it's not a gunshot. Like a fun, playful day at school dodging the meatball cannon. I mean, that's fun, right? Like,
oh my gosh.
sure, you. I mean, you.
I'm just thinking about how gross the meatball cannon is by the end of the day at school.
Well, I mean, like, if you get more points the more meatballs you catch in your mouth, or your hands. But like, if you get the least points, you have to clean out the meatball cannon at the end of the day.
And that was always Hinata.
Yeah.
Because he was the late bloomer, but that's part of why his are so strong.
Mm-hmm. It was like developing for longer.
Yeah.
And he hears that sound, and it just reminds him of the meatball cannon.
Meatball cannon and soup tube. Wait, what's soup tube?
I don't know, but it's making me laugh. I think they would have a soup tube as well.
They definitely would. Soup is super keto, I think. So yeah. They have it. It's like those little like hamster.
No. Yeah, like it's like a pneumatic tube full of soup, and like in your like everyone's house has like a port, like a big USB port for soup.
What? Wait. I understood until there was a USB port.
Okay.
Oh wait, okay, wait. I do know what Miang's talking about. Yeah. Miang said it's this invention someone posted on Reddit about their boyfriend keep trying to get them invested in a soup tube idea. Right. I forgot about that.
I don't know about that, but it's still funny.
It's like where the invention is like, oh, he like wants to like he has an idea where like you have a separate faucet that's like for soup.
Wait, no, yeah, that's exactly what they have, except it's a pneumatic tube and it's a USB port.
Yeah, and we're.
I mean, Hinata like has like a USB port on his body. We know that, right? We talked about that.
Wait, we
no,
did?
I just made that up right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What were you saying?
Just where the girlfriend keeps like asking questions like, what kind of soup would it be? Who will clean it? Like, won't it like get gross? Like, what if not everyone wants the same soup that day? Like, because it's not like it's like a faucet. So the idea is that like,
soup.
Yeah, the idea is that it all connects to some sort of soup reservoir that you can like pour into your like cup.
Municipal soup.
Meowing, and you get a soup subscription. Yeah, you get a soup subscription.
It's like your broadcasting license in the UK. The sound of footsteps was echoing around the building. Brad was shielding me with his body, holding me tight.
Don't look.
Brad whispered into my ear.
Oh, it's more like, don't look.
At what? What did he mean? When I looked up at Brad, his face was very serious as he tried to peek at what was going on.
Oh, this guy isn't Brad. Dude, how could you shoot before making sure first? I did it the other way around. Better than to let him escape, right? That's true, but you killed a police officer. That's bad. We need to take whatever Brad gave him.
I could hear several male
Like-
voices and someone rummaging around.
Like, it's crazy because they wouldn't have had to kill the police officer if Brad had just not done that. Like,
yeah.
like Brad is like escalating, it's like Brad is like escalating the situation, like, and you know that, like, I'm like, you know, the narrative isn't gonna talk about that.
Yeah.
Also, I kind of need to pee. And I'm wondering if maybe we should stop here. I know it's a cliffhanger, but we gotta keep you in suspense.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah, Usually we go on like a scene boundary, but this scene's not ending soon.
Yeah, no. Well, okay, it might just be, watch like we click like we come back next week and we click like 2 panels and it's like it's like right in the middle of the scene and it's like episode 8.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it did do that.
We resolved that situation amicably, and now we're all playing Dodge the Meatballs.
Around the dead cop's body.
Yeah, and we couldn't find any meatballs, so we had to use
we had to use
our meatballs.
We had to use man balls. Okay, thank you for joining, everyone, and I will see you next week to resolve to see what happens if they're throwing meatballs or man balls at each other. What happens? Okay, see you everyone. Good work today.
Fare thee well.